Now we're looking at number 15. 15 also says to graph the inequalities, so we will be using the same 6 steps. Okay? Step 1, solve the inequality for y. Get y by itself. Well, right now it's not by itself. It's being multiplied by 6 and it's being added to 3. So, my first step is to move all the terms away that don't have a y in it. So, this term is still on the left side with y, so we're going to move it over here by subtracting. And whatever we do to the left side, we must do to the right side. Remember, this is your left side, this is your right side. Okay, so these 3's cancel and we're left with just 6y. We'll keep the inequality sign the same. Negative 18x minus 3. Okay? Y is still being multiplied by a 6. It's not completely by itself yet. Since it's being multiplied by a 6, we will divide by a 6. We'll also do the same thing to the right side, because whatever we do to the left side, we have to do to the entire right side. Okay, our 6's will cancel, leaving us with y. Sign will stay the same because we only divided by a positive number. Dividing by a positive number has no effect on the inequality sign. Okay? Negative 18x divided by 6. Negative 18 over 6x. Then we have negative 3 over 6. Okay, we can simplify this a little further, which would give us negative 18 divided by 6 is negative 3x minus 3 over 6 can be written as negative 1/2. And here's our simplified point slope form of our inequality. Okay, the next step, locate m and b. Once we do that, we need to plot the b value. Our m is what's going to be multiplied to the x right there. So m is negative 3. Our b, negative 1/2. Alright, so we've got our b and our m. Let's start with b, graph it. b is negative 1/2. Remember, negative 1/2 falls in between 0 and negative 1, so we'll put our point there. Okay, now we need to use our m to plot the other points. Now the m says negative 3. You can think of that as negative 3 over 1. So we rise 3 and we go left 1 instead of right. If it was positive, we would go right. But it's negative, so we go up 1, up 2, up 3. Remember, we're staying in this half mark here between the lines. So we went up 1, up 2, up 3, left 1. Okay? If we want to get another point on this line, we could go down 1, down 2, down 3, right 1. Okay? Now we have to decide, now that we've got the other points plotted, we have to decide if the line is solid or dashed. Once again, solid means it can be equal to, dashed means it cannot. We have a greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to means it is a solid line. So we will just draw a regular old line. Okay. We have to decide which side of this line we're going to shade. And that is step 6. And we can do that by choosing a test point from above the line or below the line. Keeping in mind 0, 0 is an easy one to check, but we have to make sure it is not a point on our line. So 0, 0 is very easy to check, but if you look up close, it's just above our line. So we can use it. So we'll use the test point. 0, 0. Plugging in 0 for y, 0 for y, and 0 for x. Here we go. 0 for y, greater than or equal to negative 3, plugging in 0 for x becomes that, and then minus 1/2 stays as it is. Okay? We'll simplify this one line. Left side stays the same. Negative 3 times 0 is 0 minus 1/2. Simplifying it once more. 0 minus 1/2 is just negative 1/2. Now we ask ourselves, is 0 greater than negative 1/2? Think about the number line. Here's 0, here's 1, here's negative 1. Negative 1/2 is here. Is 0 greater than negative 1/2? Yes, it is. Okay, so the side of the line that has our point, our test point, 0, 0, we are going to shade that side of the line. And that is how you solve number 15. Now we're looking at number 22. Number 22 gives you a graph like the one I've drawn here, and it asks you to write an inequality. The first step in solving a problem like this, if you want to write an inequality, well, we know it's going to look something like this. And here, we're going to have a sign that may be less than, or greater than, or less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. We have to decide what it's going to be. Well, we see that the line is solid, so we know it's going to be an equal to. If it was dashed, it wouldn't be. So now we have to decide if it's going to be less than or greater than. Okay? Since the numbers that are above the line are shaded, we know that it's a greater than or equal to. If you're not sure, put your pin on a point and go towards the shaded region. Did you go up? Yes. So it's greater than. Greater than or equal to because of the line. So we can choose this one. Now, what else do we not know about this? The M and the B. Let's try to figure those values out. Well, M is slope. That's rise over run. Rise over run. So, what is the rise here? 1, 2, 3, 4, starting from this point here. We go up 4, and then left 1, 2, 3, 4. So, up 4, left 4. Up 4, left 4. So 4 divided by negative 4, well, that's just negative 1. So our slope is negative 1. All we have left to find out now is the B value. Hopefully that's easy. Let's check it. Now we know the B is the y-intercept. So we go to the y-axis and we see where the line crosses. Well, it crosses at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So B is positive 4. Now all we have to do is use this, and this to plug into this to have our inequality. This is our point slope form. If you know this, and you know how to find this symbol, what the slope is, which we just did, and the y-intercept, then you can write the inequality to write the equation to any inequality. So y is greater than or equal to, because that's the one we chose, m is negative 1 times x, so I'll say negative x, positive 4 is our b. So the inequality for the graph shown is y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 4. And that's how you do number 22. Now we're looking at number 23. We're going to do 23 similar to how we did 22. We can find our M, our B, and the sign to plug in to this form here, the point slope form. So B is a really easy place to start. Doesn't matter where you do. I see that B is at, here's 1, 2, 3. So our y-intercept, B, this is our y-axis, this is the x. The The y-intercept is at 3. Now let's find the slope. We go up from this point to that point. We would rise over run. So we rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're here. Run 1, 2, 3. 6 over 3. We can simplify that as 2. Okay, so our sign here, we know it's going to be something that's equal to because it is a solid line. So we know that we've either got less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So let's decide if it's less than or greater than. So put your pen on a point and go towards the shaded region. Okay, well, shaded region is below. We had to go down. So that's less than. And this is the symbol we will use. So in point slope form, y something mx plus b. This is for the sign. So we fill in our unknowns. Okay, our unknown sign was a less than or equal to. Our unknown slope we found out was 2. And our unknown y-intercept we now know is a positive 3. This is the inequality that matches the graph.